Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to Calvin Lim Investing. And as usual, this is our weekly pre-trading charting and analysis, and I'm going to be giving out some tickers that I'm watching this week and what I'm looking to play for the next week or so. So with that being said, just as usual, a couple of housekeeping things to get out of the way. First of all, I am not an advisor or an expert. Please do your own research and due diligence before you begin to invest. Next of all, these are all my opinions. Make sure to always figure out what strategy works best for you and how you can become a profitable trader as well. But remember, profit taking is essential. Finally, if you want to show me a little bit of support, please feel free to scroll down, smash the like and subscribe button. I definitely appreciate all the support I can get. With that being said, let's jump straight in to a nice couple of batch of tickers that I have for this week. So the first ticker that we're going to be looking at is going to be Oxy. It's Occidental Petroleum Corp. They've been around for a very long time, and they have struggled a little bit as the rest of the other oil giants have struggled during COVID. But as you can see on the, on the daily chart, it's starting to make a climb. It has made a really nice recovery since its lows of under $10, right? So with that being said, let's look at the 1 hour chart. So you can see it's sort of gathering momentum, hitting a double top. We're gonna put that line. Oh, that's array. We need the line. So right about here, right? Let's see. Let's go out to the daily actually. So you can see that this is the line right here. There's really no clear level of resistance or support until we get to either. There's not really anything till right around here, right? So this is a large gap that has yet to be filled. And I'm thinking in the next coming months, this gap will be filled. So this week I will be looking at longer dated options for Oxy. I would definitely suggest going closer to the money because Oxy has a lower implied volatility. That means the premiums are a lot cheaper. So you can go close to the money and not really lose a lot of your premium to theta decay. So Oxy is the play number one that I'm looking at. The next one I'm going to be looking at is Alibaba. I did mention this to some of my friends in Discord last week. Let me remove all this, or actually we'll keep these lines. I did mention to them about Baba last week. I jumped in on Thursday, and on Friday the ticker flew. But I saw significant resistance at the 224 mark. At the 224 mark, and then I didn't see anything with a really big resistance until the 241 mark. So this is a large area. I think once it broke up above the 224, there's going to be a lot of room from here to the 240 to work with. And Baba closed at 228, so I think there's still tremendous upside for the company. If it clears this 241, I think we can see a move back up to the 270 mark. And let's see, as you can see, I have this sort of slightly increasing support and a descending top, and it creates sort of a wedge, a breakout above this pattern right here on Friday, and I'm interested to see what it's going to do for the rest of the week. I did enter a $200 strike option for August for Baba, and if Baba moves up really well in the next month, I will be exiting that option. If Baba's still kind of trading in the middle, I may exercise that option. The next ticker is going to be one of my favorites. It's going to be Apple. So let's see what we got. Let's see, let me clear out all these lines. So one of the things we got is we have a pretty nice level of resistance right around here. Right, the 137.34, and then we have a really nice chart up right here, as well as this right here. So you can see last week it broke above this this pattern, and I was thinking that on the daily that Apple has a lot of room to run. You know, if it breaks this 137, it definitely can retouch all-time highs. So I'm definitely going to be looking at Apple again. It's one of my favorites. I am going to recommend you to go out further with expiration because I'm not sure if Apple's going to move this week or it's going to take a couple weeks before we see a tremendous move. So Apple is ticker number 3. Make sure to be a little safer, go in the money or go further out in time. I don't think Apple is going to see a lot of movement in the next couple of days, but I think it's going to be a slow mover and it's going to take a couple of weeks for it to really jump up and retouch all-time highs. Next of all, we have another one of my favorites. This is going to be Tesla. As you can see, I drew this resistance here. This was drawn last week before Tesla exploded from the low 6s to almost 700. I had the second resistance being 680. It broke above it, but it didn't hold. So I'm going to be interested to see if it breaks above 680. And if it does, I'm thinking it can hold up and move up all the way for a tremendous run back to 716. So I will be looking at Tesla to see whether it can break that 682 mark. Or if it breaks below the 656, then there's definitely going to be a lot of room on the downside. So these two lines, they support the new or the older resistance, which may turn into support, and this new resistance or this older resistance that was broken but didn't hold. They're both going to be lines that I'm going to be really keen on watching. And I do want to see if I can play this upside back to 716. I think, just in my opinion, I think it'd be good to play Tesla in the near term, but because they do have earnings at the end of July, I definitely am going to avoid holding through earnings. Tesla, the last couple of earnings, hasn't done really well, and I don't really want to get caught holding any options through earnings. If you're holding shares, you should be fine, but on the other hand, please be careful if you're holding options for Tesla earnings. Earnings are really volatile, and the last couple of earnings for Tesla has been really crazy. They've been all over the place, and the last 2 times they've experienced a tremendous drop. Okay guys, the last ticker I have today is going to be Wish, or Context Logic. It's treated as a meme stock, but in my opinion, Wish is more than just a meme stock. I think they have solid fundamentals. I don't necessarily really enjoy the products that they offer. It's kind of like AliExpress but Americanized, but you know, they do have a good amount of revenue, and it doesn't hurt that they also sponsor the Los Angeles Lakers. For those of you that are interested in basketball, you know, the Lakers have one of the most lucrative TV contracts, and thus Wish gets a lot of visibility. So let's take a look. All right, and we're looking at the 15-minute. You can see that after this big run to 16 and the quote-unquote meme run, Wish fell all the way back down and has a nice trend ever since. So what I will do is I'll draw this line right here, sort of the top, and then let's see if I can draw that. All right, it's in a narrowing channel, but even bigger is ever since it popped up above this line, it's been more or less holding above this mark. It's been, you know, holding above this mark, and we are going to see if this holds up for the next couple of days. I think, you know, if it breaks this trend and it breaks above, you can see a tremendous run. There's really nothing that says it's going to be, there's nothing that shows clear resistance, so you know, we could see a run to even $30 in the near term. We just got to see how the volume and the price action move. I think, yes, a lot of people think Wish is a meme stock, but for me, I think it's more than just a meme stock. I think they do have solid fundamentals. They did have over $2 billion of revenue. They do have a lot of growth compared to, you know, stocks such as AMC, GameStop. Wish is definitely has a lot of other factors going well for it. So this is just going to be what I'm watching. I think that 12.75 is an important line of support. So with that being said, I'm going to be entering calls for Wish, but I will make sure to watch this line pretty carefully. Another line I'm going to be watching is this, 13.88 area. It bounced off of that once, twice, and it's closed above that on Friday. I'm going to see how that holds up, and that's going to give me a good indication of what Wish is going to do in the closer term, but I will be sure to go farther out. Alright guys, with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this little quick charting session today. Just a couple of key tickers that I'm watching. I hope you found this insightful. You can use some of these plays to help you become a more profitable trader. I did include a lot of analysis last week, and some of my buddies and some of the guys in this Discord that I'm a part of did really make a nice profit of $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 off of Tesla and some other stocks. So if you're interested in joining us, the link is in the description below. It's currently free, so it's free to join. All this information is there as well, and you can find me and ask me questions. So please feel free, if you're interested, to join us, and I hope to see you guys around. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and be sure to hit the like and subscribe button.